Yeah, if you ain't talking about that large money, then that conversation ain't at all for me. Too many niggas satisfied with just call money. A new chain, couple bottles at the bar money. We need that. 2 acres for the yard money. Diversified portfolios and bond money. Pull a few strings, that guitar money. Try to run up on me? Nah, money. Getting at it from the AM to the PM. Smooth fat boy, that's a door by your BM. They love it when they see him. We still in the hood, but we on top like the alternators in the GMs. You feeling this?
G5 Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button as you come on in. Big shout out to all the sponsors of the channel. All the information is in the description box. And follow your boy on Instagram and Twitter at BoxWithG5 Jeff TV. Now, I know you see the title. Is it fair to compare Gervonta Tank Davis to Adrien Broner in his prime? Let me get this disclaimer out there because people get real sensitive when you talk about Gervonta Tank Davis. Number one, I am a fan of Gervonta Tank Davis. Number two, I think he is a star right now. Number three, I think Gervonta Tank Davis has the potential to be a superstar and he has the potential to be great. And number four, when I think a fighter has the potential to be great, I analyze everything that they do in the spirit of them becoming great. So I need to get that out of the way. Let's get back to the question. Is it fair to compare Gervonta Tank Davis to Adrien Broner when Adrien Broner was in his prime? Let me get to why I asked that. Gervonta Tank Davis got a knockout victory over Yuriorkis Gamboa December 28th. Now, going into that fight at the weigh-in, he came in overweight, came in at 136.2. He ended up going back to the scale and actually coming in at 134.8. Now, the reason I mention that is because this is the third time this has happened for Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis went from 130 to 135. You're not supposed to come in overweight when you're going up a weight class. That's a problem. The same thing happened when he was out in the UK going up against Liam Walsh. Came into the scales, he was overweight. He had to go back and drain weight to get underneath the limit. And then he did it again during the Floyd Mayweather-Conor McGregor card against Francisco Fonseca. And he didn't make weight at all for that fight. With this being the third time this has happened, this is a pattern. We've seen pictures and videos and things like that of Gervonta Tank Davis looking fat, looking bloated. And it's safe to say that he comes into a training camp probably 30, 35 pounds above the weight limit that he's going to fight at. So when he has training camp, he's probably spending more time actually trying to lose weight than actually working on his craft. We call them fat camps. And Gervonta Tank Davis and making weight is an issue. That's the reason why he moved up from 130 to 135. Don't buy into that whole notion that he's a multiple time champion. In my eyes, Gervonta Tank Davis was the legitimate champion one time, and that was against Pedraza. The other two belts that they're saying that he has were not the legitimate titles. Like any hardcore boxing fan to tell you that. In my eyes, he's a one-time world champion. Now, the reason I bring up Adrien Broner and a prime Adrien Broner is for this reason. Adrien Broner was known for having weight issues, and we didn't know if Adrien Broner was going to make weight on certain occasions. I remember Adrien Broner not making weight for an HBO fight against Vicente Escobedo, and I know they paid Vicente Escobedo to go through with the fight, and that fight was in Adrien Broner's hometown. Vicente Escobedo got beat up. He got beat up bad, and he's never been the same since then. Adrien Broner also had weight issues when he fought Sean Porter. That fight was at 144. They made Sean Porter go down to 144 to give Adrien Broner a competitive advantage. But when you actually watch the weigh-in, Adrien Broner looked like he was the one that was weight drained. He was the one that was having problems, and he fought like it. And then there was one other time that Adrien Broner didn't make weight, and I think it was like 0.4 of a pound. He's supposed to come in at 140, and he came in at 140.4. But he didn't even attempt to try to lose the 0.4 of a pound. He could have just went to the bathroom or something and came back. He probably would have been 140, but Adrien Broner being Adrien Broner, he was like, I'm not doing that. And that was against Ashley Theophane. We've seen pictures and videos of Adrien Broner looking fat, bloated, and he probably was going into camps 30, 35, 40 pounds over the contracted weight limit. So with me laying all of that out there, again, is it fair for Gervonta Tank Davis to be compared to Adrien Broner when he was in his prime? I'll even take it one step further than that. Adrien Broner moved up from 135 to 147, not only because the money was at 147, but he was having weight issues. He was having weight issues. That's just what it is. Gervonta Tank Davis moved from 130 to 135 because he was having weight issues. Point blank, period. Now, when it comes down to it, Adrien Broner ended up losing against Chino Maidana. So all of his flaws and all of the things he was doing outside of the ring finally caught up to him inside of the ring. That hasn't happened to Gervonta Tank Davis as of yet, and I hope it doesn't happen. Gervonta Tank Davis' best weight is 130. Like, he belongs at 130. Like, he went 12 rounds with a guy with a torn ACL and a bad shoe. No pop on his punches, and a shell of himself in Yuriorkis Gamboa. And Yuriorkis Gamboa is not known for having a chin. He's actually known for being chinny. And he was taking Gervonta Tank Davis shots for 12 rounds, even though he got knocked down 3 times. But he didn't quit. Gervonta Tank Davis is following the path of Adrien Broner. He's following the path of Adrien Broner. And we need for Gervonta Tank Davis to get himself together outside of the ring so he won't have a Chino Maidana type night like Adrien Broner did and then watch his career go downhill from there. Tank Davis has a chance to be a superstar. We're talking about a pay-per-view with Leo Santa Cruz. But Leo Santa Cruz is not going to go up to 135 to go see Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank Davis is going to have to come back down to 130. Gervonta Tank Davis is walking down the same path as Adrien Broner, but he is still undefeated. He's still one of the stars in boxing, and he has an opportunity to change that and to get out of that before he gets in the ring and takes a loss. And if you're a fighter and you take a loss, you want to actually say, my opponent was better, or I didn't agree with the judge's decision, versus I know I didn't do everything I could to put myself in the best position to win this fight. I did too much stuff outside of the ring, and it affected me inside of the ring. So hopefully Gervonta Tank Davis make the changes that he needs to make outside of the ring so he can be the best Gervonta Tank Davis inside of the ring. But as of right now, yeah, there's some similarities between Gervonta Tank Davis and some of the things that Adrien Broner has done in his career. So hopefully he'll be able to change that. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video, support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.